What's good, y'all? This is the Trappin with Guys podcast. I'm Angela with the goods.
What's up? I'm your girl, Coach K.
And, we like to start off with some gratitude.
Yes.
We want to thank y'all for tapping in with us and choosing us,
Yeah, man.
And we got to start with gratitude all the time. I'm so happy to be here, though.
Me too, man. Me and Angela, me and Goods, we ain't Trap, man. Shoot. Gosh.
So Labor Day Monday was an off day for us. So today would have been 2 weeks, I think.
Nigga. I was just like, I'm going with you. Memorial Day.
Yeah.
We all the way in September already.
Right. Yesterday, my mom was like, it's Keith and Nisha anniversary. I'm like, it's July what?
Come back, man. Come back. Yeah, man, we just excited to be here, man. Me and Good's been pretty quiet. Normally we be talking, we be trapping on the regular, but it looked like God was needing us to come in our own individual corners over the past several days, actually.
Yeah, true that. It seemed like it was a long time, but it really wasn't that long.
But I missed you,
I
though.
missed you too.
Like, you my nigga.
I can't wait to. We usually when we get it together in the morning too, like when we meet up to record, we be catching up as we like setting up and stuff. But it was kind of silent. We went silent. Quickly into this space.
Absolutely, yes.
Because we know we got a lot to share.
We do.
So I don't know where you want to start or
what's been good with you?
What's been good with me?
Yeah.
I've been like chilling hard, going inside. My body been aching.
Yeah.
So I literally this weekend was like, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. My foot was hurting. My shoulders was hurting.
Yeah.
I got to release some things that I feel like is causing, some suffering.
Yeah.
So I just been taking care of myself. Like I took a bath a couple of times. I've been reading.
You love that. You
been
love
journaling.
That.
Hell yeah. Then it don't help that my period. I was journaling this morning. Like imagine if women was to lose it when they cycle come on, we just start blowing shit up. It wouldn't be no world.
Listen. That's one thing I think I've envied men over. If it's nothing else, is that like they don't understand what it takes to be.
I was telling Dominique, I was like, you don't understand. Look, my back hurt, my stomach hurt, my lower back hurt. I feel crazy. You got a boo-boo. Like, he was like, period shit? I'm like, yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. I don't know why we ain't even got it. I'm like, man, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But it's because we of course we know we cannot be givers of life without the men, but we literally forming it. We are the vessel. To form life, and that we got to go through that shit. In order to do that, we have to go through that.
Yeah,
but don't mistake it. The shit is.
But I think I try to be happy about it because it's gonna happen. It's a part of being a woman
for sure.
Which brings me to another thing that I was thinking about, like my femininity, which I feel like was in alignment too with you because of Feminine Face OG.
Yeah.
And just thinking about my femininity and what I feel like I have don't know, or in ways I don't feel feminine or I don't acknowledge my womanhood.
Yeah.
So I pulled out this book, that pussy reclamation.
That shit called me that day I first seen it. I took a picture of it.
Yeah. I thought about you when I was reading it, so I got into it. That's the book that I had started reading in the middle of the night. I was like, let me go get this book. But I fall off and pick up books and stuff like that. But
me too.
I think because I lay down when I read, and I was like, let me sit up.
Yeah.
So I just been, a lot of things have been going on. I decided I'm about to be sleeping on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. I took my mattresses off my bed.
Oh, Oh, okay.
Put one of them on the floor. I'm like, are my feet was hurting? I'm like, you can't walk if your feet don't work. You know, like
yeah.
I bought me some insoles.
Okay.
Like nigga, like
Yeah.
I can't deal with like pains and stuff in my body. I feel like it's just literally speaking to me like you gotta change these things.
It is. It is. Yo, we been on a similar like situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We always be.
Yeah, man. I literally jumped on a plane. Like it was just this strong urge in me, man, to just get away. And I had been feeling that for a minute, and but just I'm like, nah, you know, you ain't working. Everything in my head was like, nah, you spend unnecessary money. What you gonna do that for? You know, that's dumb. You gonna go do all this, and I'm like, Keisha, what is stopping you? Literally, like you said, talking to you, like I'm like, God is trying to tell you something. Take heed to that. So if you need to travel or you need to go get away and just spend some solitary time just by yourself, do that. Girl, I pulled up. I had been looking at Myrtle Beach before, like going back and forth, and just, girl, pulled up. I said, fuck it. Went on Delta. They had a 10:45 flight, 10:45 p.m. flight. Got on that bitch, booked this hotel room the same day, got there, and I tell you, man, it was like the best.
How long were you there?
Short time. Went Friday, got there Friday midnight, left Sunday. Okay. So yeah, would have loved to stay longer, but it gave me like what I needed. Like
that sounds like the same amount of time that I had.
Yeah.
Like literally,
yo,
it was like Friday was Saturday around 8:00.
Yeah,
I had went to the store, and then when I got in the car, I was like, I can't do nothing but go home.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Sunday,
that damn. Let me tell you something, because you know you helping me work on a project right now. You know what I mean? One of my businesses, but water is so healing.
Yeah, it is. Talk about them baths.
Yes. When I got to the hotel room, because I purposely, in my mind, envisioning and visual, I learned how important a vision is. I learned how important.
Come on now. Get me
Girl,
hyped now,
yes.
Okay, come on.
I learned how important a vision is. I learned how important visualization is, imagination, desires. And when I tell you that, what I seen in my mind when I went on to that hotel room and I opened that balcony and that beach was right there, the feeling that it gave me, oh, shit, absolute fucking just, it's heaven,
like peace,
just peace, like, absolute fulfillment.
You live by the water,
girl, just me. Yeah. I was just so content with just me. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm like, when was the last time you felt content with just you?
We was vibing.
We was definitely.
Because I felt the same. It felt like it had been a long time since I had been in a space that I was in like that. Like just being with myself and not think about going nowhere, think about doing anything, just me.
Girl, just when you said that, I got instant illumination. Just being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was it.
Just being.
That was it.
Oh man, that state, and I've been doing a lot of reading, like you said, and stuff like that. Being in that state of consciousness right there, of just being, is the highest state of consciousness.
You see what you said? I just opened my phone and that was what
vision.
I ain't had to do nothing, right?
Vision. Yeah.
But read the second definition.
It says imagine.
Nation.
Yes.
Imagination.
Yes.
Yeah.
Girl, you better listen. Girl.
At 4:00 this morning when I went on to our Instagram page, Coach Stormy was up there, and was like, good morning, good morning, good morning. And then she was like, vision. This is the definition. And then I said imagination. The definition of vision, y'all, is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. That's what got me, imagination. Because I've been listening more to Neville Goddard.
Yes, I was listening to my boy when I pulled up.
Yeah. So, he talks about God being your own human imagination, and that everything basically is created in your imagination. And what's been keeping me, this week or last week, which I had a really rough week, and I'm blaming it on my cycle.
Yeah.
But it was really rough. But I just kept telling myself, and what's keeping me is that, like, the 3D is stale. That's what I've been saying. The 3D is stale. Like, all of this is old. This is old. This is what we've already planted. These are, like, harvested thoughts already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what am I imagining? What am I doing within that is creating exterior? If I'm seeing lack, then that's what's inside of me, or that's what I've been thinking.
Yes.
Previously. For this to be like what's
for this moment to be here now. Yeah. I'm following you.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you? What are some of the things that came up for you?
Me, man, coming into a new space of entrepreneurship. And if y'all been following us, y'all know I've been giving bits and pieces of my journey, about selling my house, divorce, and, relationship challenges and stuff like that I've had. But literally coming into this new space of being has been absolute challenge. And I'm like, shit started for me, been starting, but literally, like, once I literally, like, sold my house in February and till now, it's like June, I've been in the wilderness, like, straight up. Like, I'm on that Medea shit. Y'all know me. I be going to the Bible. The Bible's an amazing book, man. Cause it always be speaking to me in my head, even though I really ain't sat down with it and read the whole thing. But I literally been in the desert, yo. Like, confused as hell. And I done got so clear on just God is always working, man. He just always working. And I say that because coming into this new space that I'm coming into, I'm my biggest enemy. I'm my biggest roadblock, because I don't believe that I can actually do this shit. I don't believe, and like you said, shit that has been that I've manifested before and been in for so long, and now trying to move into a new state of being, new state of consciousness. It's been challenging, but I noticed, like, nothing outside of me is the problem. Like, I don't compare myself to whoever else might be out there doing what I want to do or whatever. I'm my own problem. I have to believe that I can do it. And I haven't believed that, because I've still been seeing myself in that old light. So that's been presented to me as well. And I mean, once God showed me that, it was like, okay. I came back on that plane. I was like, you about to hit the ground running now, because it's just you.
I like what you just said, like, nothing outside of you, like looking at other people, whatever is, which also goes again, that makes me think, like, external circumstances do not matter. No matter what it looks like, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. It's stale. And at first that felt kind of bad to say, like, I felt bad about saying that, because it's like not having gratitude, like, well, this is life, know, like, this
absolutely.
But the point I'm gonna have to say is
it's your life.
It's stale.
It's your life. Well, you know what? Because you come into a point of truth, though. You know what I mean? We always bring it back to that. You come into a point of truth. One thing you cannot deny is the truth about some shit.
Yeah.
You just can't. So looking at your present circumstances and using that as not using it against yourself, like when we talk about lack, form thoughts of lack and stuff like that, but using it for your good.
Yeah.
That's what I hear you saying. Like, man, I can do better than this. Like this, I am better than this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I hear you saying when you say the shit is stale, because at the end of the day, life be life, and now we ain't gonna sit here and say, and then we do experience shit. But what I've learned at the root of that shit is just like I said when we first started the show, state of being. Like none of this shit is you. None of this shit is the real you. Yes, you're experiencing it, but at the root, the real foundation of you, none of this shit determines who you are. The light of your real true being. Yes. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I want you to go deeper a little bit. Yeah, I want you to go a little deeper. I understand what you're saying. I feel like what came up for me, it made me think about material things like that. Just things don't matter. Those things don't matter. Yeah.
For you, then that's what you needed to hear. The material things, they don't matter. For me, it's the hardships. It's the broken hearts. It's the
what that those things don't matter.
Yeah, it's the thing. The tough, real tough. For me, what has shaped me is just overall painful experiences that I've actually, bought into because they happened in my life. You know what I mean? Struggles, being a single mother and trying to figure me the fuck out and still, be present for my daughter at the same time has been a challenge for me. So just actually knowing, like, the actual experiences themselves do not determine the light of my true being. Like, I'm still, I am. I just am. To me, that embodies peace, happiness, whatever for it in my head, whatever the I am is, that's what it is for me. Peace, happiness, total just serenity. Like, I am all of that shit. I'm not the other shit on the outside of me that I've been experiencing that's been rough for me. That's not me.
Yeah, and when I say the 3D is stale, I mean, it's stale, like as in it's old, And I think what I hear you saying is that it's the same thing. Like, it's this outside of me is old. It doesn't define anything.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
That's why perspective is so important. Like, we got to understand that. Perspective, y'all, that's how we actually, I feel like, how do I say this? Where we meet in the middle, or where we could actually look and hear each other's story or perspective and try to, I don't think, because if we never walked in someone's shoes, it's like we haven't actually experienced with it. But if we could just do our best to come to a place of complete understanding, not from our perspective, but I guess from what I'm trying to say is from our God consciousness, we'll be able to see people as they are, the same as us.
Yeah, which is us.
Which is us. Yeah. It's no different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So shout out to Afia. Shout out to Afia because Afia Shani Wildfire. She was like having a conversation with me the other day, and she was saying like,
that's her business. Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Wildfire. It's .com or .org. I don't know which one it is.
Well, shout out to Wildfire. What does she do? I'm always
she creates like experiences for her business is surrounded around bringing joy and empowerment through joy, specifically targeting Black women or brown women.
Oh, I love that. Okay, well, I didn't want to throw you. I just wanted to give her a shout out. But go ahead.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, shout out to Sophia. But she was saying that we were having a conversation and she was like, what? She was saying, Angela, when I meet people, I'm always like, I treat them how I want to be treated. And it hit me. I'm like, the golden rule. Like, I learned that. We were talking about church, and she was like, no, I didn't learn that in church. I learned that in school. And I was like, I did too, actually.
That shit sound like, it's crazy. Hold that thought. Because it's like, we be saying the same shit in different ways. What I thought of when you said that was karma. Or you reap what you sow.
Yeah, because I'm like getting into that. I told her, I said, oh yeah, that also what you give out, you get back. I said that in the conversation. So it's the same thing. But to think about that though too, and I don't know what you said prior to me, what made me think about this. You said something, but anyway.
You see, I'm like, damn, what did I say?
Know.
We flowing, man.
But anyway, like treat people how you want to be treated, and it just feels good. Like you can have more. Oh, we were talking about, you see people, they're you. Like we're not separate from each other.
Yeah.
That's what that is. So like when I give you grace, because you, like Mickey B said, I was listening to him. He like, you driving in the car and somebody cut you off, and you like, you want to have grace for them, like they driving so slow or whatever. Your internal self is saying all these things like, you're going so slow. It's like, okay, well, if I might want to drive slow, and I want somebody to be, patient with me, or I might.
It's true.
Yeah.
How many times have we literally done? Let me speak for me, because we always we start with ourselves over here at Trappin, but I literally have done some shit on the road. I've cut people off, and not. Sometimes it has been on purpose, y'all. I ain't even gonna sit here a lot. But sometimes I just ain't thinking, and I'll jump out in front of somebody, and I'm like, dang, you miscalculated. You didn't know they was going that fast.
Right.
And they up on you now. And I'm like, damn, I'm on this other side. I'm like, I know they looking at me, but I ain't gonna look at them. I'ma just look straight ahead. But what I'm saying is, we all do shit. Like we all do shit. That same shit you talking to somebody else about, or you judging them about, or whatever. You done did it, or you gonna do it. Yeah. As soon as you say never, I ain't never gonna do that, you better believe, best to believe that shit coming back.
Yeah.
And then you gonna be like, why you think folks say never say never?
Yeah.
Cause you already know.
Yeah. So you gotta think about that. That's all I'm saying. You think about that we're not separate from each other.
Yeah.
And that goes in alignment with like, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Absolutely. I just, like you said, if we could just meet to where we start to see each other, not from our egos, not from our, the limited separate perspectives and experiences that we've had, and we just literally take the space and opportunity to really see someone.
Yeah.
For who they are, who they really are. I know the world would be such a better place. Like my brother and my sister-in-law, I hate, sometimes I don't like being pulled in conversations, but my sister, of course, is black. My brother-in-law is white. And, they have race conversations all the time, but they were having a conversation about police brutality, and, and of course, my sister's black, so she's had some experiences with the police. Not good experiences. My brother-in-law, on the other hand, he's white, so it's some things that he may not have experienced, him being white. So
your voice get happy experience.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I try to keep it clean, but they was literally going back and forth, and then of course, I said, shit, they about to call on me in a minute now. She's like, Keisha, what you think? I'm like, oh shit. But what I said, and I know this wasn't Keisha, because Keisha would have said some ignorant shit. In the midst of that, I said, one thing about it, we can understand that you talk to my brother-in-law, you never gonna understand what it's like to be black. And then I said to my sister, what you never gonna understand is what it's like to be white. So if we can meet there first, when we dealing with each other, and start saying, oh, this or that or whatever about each other, just from that place of meeting each other, then we might be all right. We might can have some race conversations. But until we do that, you can't sit here and tell me as a white person what I didn't experience. I'm trying to stop myself. That's another thing God was saying. I don't gotta curse all the time when I communicate, but He still loves me. But He working on me. But yeah, like, you never gonna be able to tell me what my experience is. On the other hand, I can't tell you what your experience is.
It's so interesting because it's like we're one, but we're separate.
Yes.
You know, we're not separate, but our
experiences,
our perceptions, our thoughts, our consciousness,
our objective. Well, I was reading something too on the beach, and they were talking about we talk about this all the time with Neville and stuff, states of consciousness, imagination, but your objective experience, the 3D, what you've been experiencing out here in this world, is different. Your experience is different from mine. My sister's experience is different from my brother-in-law. My daughter's is different from mine. Everybody's shit is different on the outside.
Yeah. And then if you have the understanding, and you have more grace.
You will. Absolutely.
Which brings me back to having grace, like with the example of like somebody cutting you off in traffic or whatever, and you have grace, but it's like, do you have that for yourself? You know,
it starts with that.
What are you having? You're right.
Oh, Angela, that's so good.
But on the reverse side, sometimes we have that patience and that grace for other people, but we don't have it for ourselves.
Amen to that. That's the truth. And you hit a good spot, because that's something God showed me as well. Like, taking space and time for me. Just me.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. That's where the blessings start. Me filling my cup.
Filling your cup. I knew he was going there.
Yeah. Yes. Me filling my cup is very important.
Yeah.
Because if I'm empty, I'm out here running on E, bro.
Oh, I got a song for you.
Oh, shit. I'm ready. If I'm running on E, if you running on E, nah. Hell nah. It ain't gonna work. I can't give you nothing. You ain't gonna get the best. Not at all. I think we definitely need to understand it starts with us first. Yeah, I love that.
I want to hear more about what your trip and what you were reading, and all that thought real quick. And I also have, I have my questions like, so what you think about? But I think we should hold it for the next episode.
Oh, yeah. You think you want to hold it? Okay. Yeah, okay, cool.
I think we should hold it.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Y'all know we committed to, we trapping, y'all. This is what we do. We love this shit. Yeah. Sorry I had to let that spill out. I just couldn't think of no other word.
You ain't sorry.
Not sorry. But yeah.
I have to tell you too, again, I shout out at Afia.
Yeah.
And I had sent her the text, the link, and she was like, I'm listening now. And then she texted me like, y'all so country.
Definitely.
And then
most definitely
she called me and she said, I just finished it. And I said, oh, so you text me before you finish it and say y'all so country? She's like, yeah, because I was just listening.
We country as hell now.
Yeah. And then she said, but y'all are so authentic. And she said, I forwarded to somebody and I told them like, listen to this, because I feel like,
oh wow,
they're being very candid and open and authentic. And I feel like, so like other people are going through similar situations.
Absolutely. We say that all the time. And it's real, y'all. It's real.
Yeah.
That's why we here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That's exactly why we here.
That's exactly why
we're here.
Absolutely.
Because in the beginning, it's like we need to be recording these conversations.
Absolutely.
That we're having. So
absolutely.
But yeah, all of those comments and feedback is always like, so it lets us know that we're in alignment with what we're doing, and
absolutely,
I'm so grateful for
grateful for y'all, man. We really are. Now I truly understand like all the folks that done paved the way before us, people that done sat in this same seat we sitting in. It would be no us, man, without for real. Like, we will be trapping, of course, but we doing this for us. We doing it for y'all. We doing this. So yeah. For sure.
Yep. So if you watching this, you got this far, like and comment, subscribe,
share.
Yep, share. If you're on YouTube, like give it a thumbs up because it helps people to find us. Similar folks like you that's interested in this type of content,
spiritual growth. Absolutely,
hit that like button.
We appreciate y'all, man. And until next time, man, y'all stay trapping. When y'all not trapping with us, y'all stay trapping in y'all individual lives.
Yeah, and don't forget the how.
Yes,
because the how does not matter.
We don't know shit. That's what we always saying. We don't know shit. We don't. Yes.
Yep.
That shit that hit you somewhere. Yes. So, but we thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in with us, man. We love y'all. Peace and blessings until next time.
Peace. Love you.